Welcome to Gypsy Kitty Tarot. My name is Amanda the Leo. Today we're going to be connecting with the collective love and spiritual energy coming in for the weeks of 15 December through 31 December 2017 for the star sign of Aries. Also Aries, if you have any Sagittarians in your life, be sure to wish them a happy birthday. We're still in Sagittarius too. Currently 14 to 16 degrees Sagittarius. And today is the 7th of December, 2017, and it is called the Day of Idiosyncrasy. So if you have a special Sagittarius in your life that has today as birthday, then let them know. Happy birthday, okay? All right, so please be advised that energy is fluid, and it can show up before, during, or after the week of designation that we have for this video. So watch it, maybe give it a little time, come back and view it again, and you may find important details there that resonate with you and can help you along your spiritual journey, okay? Some weeks these collective readings will resonate with you and you'll be like, man, that's me. And then other weeks they won't mean anything to you. So that's perfectly normal. And if you feel like you need to look into something specific and have specific questions or need guidance in spiritual ideologies and so forth, definitely book a private reading with me. I've been getting caught up on private readings, actually. That's why I'm a little slow coming with Aries this week. I do take those personal readings very seriously and definitely stick to the guidelines for the pricing, okay, as far as the time frame that you'll hear back from me. So definitely book a private reading with me if you wish to look into something specific, by all means. And for cross watchers, this video is good for your sun, moon, ascending, as well as Venus in the star sign of Aries as well. Okay, sorry for that. I had a little bit of a brain fart there. So please subscribe, like, and share if you like my videos and my work. And also hit the little email bell in the corner. And that way when I upload, you'll get an email and you can come and watch the videos as they come in, okay? And then later you can come back and watch them again if they resonated. And also keep up with promotions and giveaways by visiting my Facebook page, Gypsy Kitty Tarot. Type that in the box and you'll see my photo. That's the same photo from YouTube. Just click on that and you'll be able to keep up with those sort of things. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with you as far as your ruler. Right now, it's still in Libra. Still have a few more days. Today's the 7th, 7, 8, 9. So you got 2 more days in the Libra-Scorpio cusp right now in your ruler Mars. And that will change on Saturday, December 9th, 2017 at 03:59 Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So that definitely will have a weight on how you're experiencing things through your ruler. A lot of duality going on for you in previous readings from previous weeks. Very, common to Libran energy. So no big surprise there. Scorpio is very direct though. And so things that you may have been deliberating and trying to, weigh your options, balance things out, you're really going to start to have a little bit more of a direct movement moving forward, especially after Saturday the 9th coming, okay? Also, Venus is in Sagittarius and will enter Capricorn on Monday, December 25th. So that's your Christmas Day at 00:26 Eastern Standard Time on Christmas morning. Sagittarius Capricorn cusp is moving full into Capricorn. So that energy will also trine with your Mars energy of very direct Scorpio. So we've got Capricorn and Scorpio going on there. Keep that in mind, okay, during this time frame, since this goes to the 31st of the month. Mercury, we're currently in a Mercury retrograde right now in the sign of Sagittarius. It will go station direct in Sagittarius on Friday, December 22nd at 20:51 Eastern Standard Time. So no more retrograde after the solstice, after the winter solstice. The next day after, actually, there will be a transit. It's going station direct. Currently, the moon is, after the full moon, we just had a super moon, actually. It is now waning into the new moon and the new moon is scheduled for December 18th, and that is going to be at 18 degrees Sagittarius. Currently, this full moon, the super moon that we just had, was on the 3rd of December 2017, and it was 11 degrees Gemini. And for those of you who may study twin flames and watch twin flame readings, the 11 degrees Gemini is a pretty big deal for twin flames, for quintessence and other doubles, and for being able to transcend your journey, because Gemini is the sign of the twins, and 11 is a duality, and it's also gives a lot more power to Gemini currently. Let's see, anything else? Okay, keep in mind after the first of the year, we've got the sun going into Capricorn, obviously, and the next full moon we have will be in Cancer. Very emotional moon there. And then after the new year, sun will go into Aquarius, and the next full moon will be in Leo. So again, a lot of energy coming in. Aquarius and Leo are quintusk on the wheel, so they are exact opposites. My grandmother and I shared that relationship. That was rather interesting. She was an Aquarius, I'm the Leo, and we were basically polar opposites, but so much alike. So it's that fire and air energy going on there. Other than that, all the planetary alignments are very similar to the last time we talked. And if you want to know more, obviously, email me, reach out to me, and I can assist you with that. Okay, so for the sake of time, because my videos are starting to go over 30 and 45 minutes and stuff, I have decided to shuffle prior to coming onto camera, just to save a little bit of uploading time. My internet is a little bit slow, so I just want to try to keep the videos, you know, as condensed as possible for you, maybe 20-minute mark, because I'm going to try to aim for. So I went ahead and shuffled prior to being on camera. I have not, you know, changed these in any way. If they came through face up, I left them face up. If they came through face down, I left them face down. And currently I'm using my new deck that I just got. It's the Mystical Cats deck. I really like this deck a lot. It's good for doing forecasting too. If you like to do that sort of thing, you can really read the energy very well with the colors and the contrast and all of the symbology in these cards. I really like them a lot. So those are the cards that I'm using today. And I did an 11-card Celtic Cross spread for you. We did have a few clarifiers pop out, and I left those there. And at the end, I'll do your oracle reading, but I have not shuffled for that yet. I'll shuffle for that on camera for you, because that doesn't take too long. All right, so let's get to it. In the position of you, we had the priest pop out. Okay, so that is the Hierophant card traditionally, or the Pope in some decks. Some say he's the priest. Lots of different names for him. He is what appears to be a Bengal kitty, and he's very regal in how he looks. This card is the card of tradition and values, spirituality, religion, a little bit of dogma, but you try to get away from that. But this card is a good card to get in the position of you. It means that you are going very direct. Okay, you're making some choices, which is huge for you guys here lately with the energy that's been coming through. There's been a lot of duality going on, a lot of the unknown, a jumble of feelings, not really knowing how to feel, feeling this stuck energy up till now. So that's a big improvement. So here with the Hierophant, or as this deck calls him, the priest, it tells me that you have gone inward and you've really started to take value of your spirit and want to connect more so with your spirit, so that your spirit can connect with others that are on your level, your vibration. So this is a good card to get. This is also associated with the sign of Taurus as well. So perhaps a Taurus is involved here. I don't really like to get too much into the signs, although I will mention them if I feel that I'm being guided to do so. In this case, I am. But this is the card associated with Taurus. Okay, but a spiritual journey. That's so good. I'm so glad for you guys. It's been tough, I know, okay? Especially with the planetary alignments that we've had up till now. Things have been tough for you guys, okay? For sure. Okay. These cards were down and I left them as such. So these are a surprise for me too, okay? So what are you currently surrounded by? Okay, you're surrounded by the 8 of Fire, which is the card of communication, right? Signals. If you look closely in this card, this kitty cat here is looking away. This one, he's not sure what's going on. And this one, he's taking off running. He's not sure what to do. He's like, I'm out of here. So that could be how many different Aries feel, perhaps. Some of you feel like, I'm looking the other way. I'm not paying attention to you. Many of you are undecided, like, okay, this black and white kitty here, he knows that he has to act. He has to take action, but he's just not sure what to do. And this kitty down here is taking action. He's taking action so much that he might even take the carpet with him, literally. So this is a card of signals, also communication. So perhaps the need to reach out. Maybe you've been contemplating a lot of things on an inward spiritual level. Perhaps you need to communicate this with someone who you hold near and dear to you, and they hold some additional information for you to ascend from this stuck situation that you've been feeling up till now, right? So perhaps you are ready to make a couple of messages on a spiritual journey, or reach out to other people on their spiritual journey as well, and you feel the need. Oh, so you guys are surrounded by, at least it's reversed, the demon cat. I'll show you demon cat. Demon cat. It's in the reverse though. So that means that you're coming out of devil thoughts, because the devil card has been popping up for you guys every single week. It's been in your Celtic Cross. It's been tough, and this has been hindering you, and I absolutely 100% agree with the cards on this one, that you guys have been hindered. But with the spiritual journey now, you know, you're not the devil cat anymore. You're the Hierophant cat, the priest cat, and you're ready to take a spiritual journey. You're ready to delve into it more, take it more serious. Even if it's in the beginning stages, you're ready to at least get that off the ground. So that's good progress. But getting out of those codependent relationships, perhaps, again, you know, saying, I don't want the negativity holding me down. It's held me back up till now. I'm not feeling that anymore. Okay, I'm ready to cut this loose. Okay, Hierophant Kitty says, cut the devil loose, right? You can do it. You're surrounded by all the energies to make it happen. Okay. All right, so let's see what's in your foundation. Okay, the 7 of C. This is the card. Okay, again, this deck is a little different. I'm getting used to it. This is the 7 of Cups or 7 of Hearts. Sea energy is water energy, so it's emotional energy. Okay, so I'm sorry, I should have mentioned that before. But the 7 of C here, we have a kitty cat. He's playing with bubbles, and he's got all these things inside of these bubbles. He's imagined inside of these bubbles. So perhaps these are fantasies, realities, dreams, goals, hopes, aspirations that you have been envisioning. And now they are coming to fruition because they are currently in your foundation spot, okay? Which is a good thing. Or that you're moving out of a time, or ready to move out of a time of illusion. And instead, you've been planning long enough, you're ready to take action, okay? I've seen when this card comes up, this came up in your crowning energy a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was reversed, I believe, and it was talking about letting illusions go, but bringing in dreams, hopes, aspirations, right? So know that you're the sole controller here. You're the astronaut of your own life, and whatever you want to dream in your bubbles, in your thoughts, you know, in your headspace, know that you can dream beautiful things too, because you guys have been having the 9 of Swords and 10 of Swords popping up, a lot of swords going on, a lot of air energy coming through, and really cutting you guys up with all that energy. And to see this is a huge, you know, milestone for Aries, to be able to now envision positive energies and positive thoughts and it's in your foundation. So for those of you who have been, maybe a little ahead of other Aries on the journey, some of you have made advancements. Many of you are still making advancements. And for those of you who may be at the end, you're now ready to make those advancements on the spiritual journey as well for the U card here of the Hierophant. And now your foundation, you have this as well. Now this is a major arcana. This is telling you what's going along the way with the Seven of C here, Kitty. Okay, Seven of Cups, Seven of Hearts. But the Hierophant as a major arcana is telling you this is a spiritual journey now. Take it serious. Soul controller here, all right? And you have the Eight of Fire in the Surrounds, which is a minor arcana. And then you have another major arcana in what's holding you back. So if you want to ascend to your dreams, you gotta cut Devil Cat out and stay in Hierophant Cat, which is the Priest. So a spiritual journey. And then you have cutting out codependency and now really dreaming about what you want for the future. Making your dreams a reality. Awesome, Aries. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, what you're behind, the Priestess intuition. So many of you, this is the Crystal Cave. I love this kitty. When I first started working with this deck, I have to say she's one of my favorite ones. There's a few others that will pop up, and I'm sure you'll hear the excitement in my voice because, I'm the Gypsy kitty, right? I'm a Gypsy and I'm a Leo, and when I have a cat deck, I'm ecstatic. So please, just be happy with me. Okay, so we have Miss Amethyst Cave here. She's so pretty, great kitty. And she is a breath of fresh air for Aries because, man, you guys have been going through it, okay? So many of you may say, well, that's not me. I'm not on that journey. And perhaps that's true, but you've also made some pretty big strides in your intuition. Even if your love and guidance and spiritual journey is on point, you're really making some headway here, even if you feel like maybe this doesn't resonate with you. But this is a fantastic card, another major arcana, okay? So far we've got the Priest in the position of you, which is a positive card to get. And we have the Devil in reverse in what's surrounding you, which means you're coming out of those devil energies and stepping into the Amethyst Cave. And now you're coming out of the Amethyst Cave because you've been in the Amethyst Cave dreaming, which is fantastic. That's good news. Cutting out the energy, the negative energies in your life, and really, really ready to move forward, okay, with some positive stuff. So the Priestess is a card, and it has a very abstract meaning of energy, spirituality. I mean, just look at where she's at. She's in an amethyst cave. Does that tell you anything about the kind of strong intuitive powers that this High Priestess kitty carries? So this is a fantastic message that she brings you without me going into elaborate detail. All right, crowning energy, Four of Earth. Okay, this is the card of possessiveness. This kitty cat, if you can see, this is the Four of Pentacles, or discs, or coins, if you're familiar with those names as well. This kitty cat is in what appears to be some sort of outdoor structure, like a terrace or a gazebo or something. And all the beautiful flowers that had grown up the vines there are now in their autumn stage of dying. And all the things inside of it, too, are starting to become weathered. So if you feel as though you're holding on to things that no longer serve you, in your crowning energy, this is apparent that you're starting to take account now for, what's serving you. Do you really want, to continue to have these dreams and intuitive energies floating all around you? Or do you want to hold on to things that no longer serve you with perhaps what that devil energy may have felt like? For those of you who are coming out of that devil energy, then it's going to be very easy for you to now go into a place where you can easily cut out those negative energies and those things that no longer serve you, because you've made the dreams and you've gone into your intuitive state, deep into the caverns of the mind, and now you're ready to start to cut those things out of your master plan, because they no longer serve you. Now, again, this card too could talk about becoming more aware of things that you could be possessive about, or perhaps maybe you had some illusions that you held on to for too long, and they no longer serve you now, and you have to let them go because they are starting to hurt you in some capacity. So that combination could be for, you know, different Aries on different paths, but even still, the energies are very good, very positive compared to what you guys have been getting. Okay, so moving forward now, we're going to what's before you. We have the Sea Queen, but she is in the reverse. Now, this came out face out when I was shuffling earlier, so I left it as such. This is the card of empathy. The Sea Queen is the Queen of Cups or Queen of Hearts. She's emotion, okay, associated with water signs. Now, this card, when it comes out in the reverse, it could talk about having come out of a codependent situation, because we have the Devil card also here and what's surrounding you. So perhaps that the energies now of, you know, codependency no longer serves me, or negative thoughts no longer serve me, and they have been in my crown a little bit too long. I'm starting to realize that that's not something that I perhaps want to keep around. That's definitely a message here for many of you. Okay, and then again with this kitty, I'll show you what she looks like upright. She's very empathetic. She's looking at this fountain and she's like, wow, you know, this is a beautiful fountain. I feel like I have everything I need. All my emotions are flowing. You know, I'm such a serene cat. Look at me. I'm chilling. I'm not scared of the water. You know, I'm doing my thing. And she's very serene, fully in her emotions as a queen, but it's in the reverse. So it's telling me that perhaps you're coming out of a time of being empathetic. If you in fact are an empathetic individual, perhaps maybe now your empathy has turned into a power that you didn't even know you had. You know, the situation that you may have been in has brought something deep down in you outward that you didn't even know was there. And now you're maybe a little scared of it, and you're trying to maybe come into full power of that. Or perhaps this was someone from your past who was empathetic, and you still are surrounded by their energy, but yet you have not communicated with them up till now, because perhaps you had to figure some things out on your own spirit. With the Hierophant here, this is your spiritual inward guidance here with dreaming and intuition. You've come out of a time of intuition and ready to, you know, cut out things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's time that you've communicated that with someone, or they will communicate with you. That is a thing, because you've got, you know, the Four of Earth here as well, Pentacle energy, slow-moving energy. So perhaps that's long overdue. Or perhaps this was someone that you identified with as empathetic that you love very dearly. Now, a clarifying card came out with that. The Five of Fire. So this is the Five of Wands. This is the card of competition. So perhaps competitive forces have kept the two of you apart up till now. And you had to go inward and start to cut out the devil kitties in your life, because you can see there's a whole lot of competition going on there. Perhaps many of you, Aries, have gone inward and realized that certain people need to be cut out, because they'll leave you out in the cold with all your stuff, feeling a little angry, like this kitty cat. So this also could be that you've been in competition with an empathetic person, perhaps. We'll see moving onward, and we can clarify this position as well. But I get the sense that with the Sea Queen in the reverse, there's some sort of heartfelt message that needs to be communicated with an empathetic individual, somebody with water in their chart perhaps. They don't necessarily have to be a sun sign of water. They may even have just water in their chart. And with all this fire energy, they could be a fire sign with water in their chart also. So That I could see. I could see that as well. Let's continue onward and see what else we can always clarify that if necessary. All right, so in how to present yourself, we've got the Hermit card in the reverse. Another major arcana, okay? This is the 1, 2, 3, fourth one. You guys have been making a lot of progress. This is the fourth one here. And you're in the reverse now, so you're ready to come out of your hiding. Maybe you've been not feeling so communicative lately, but you're ready to now. Perhaps you had to really evaluate some stuff just to be able to communicate or come out of your hermit's, state. Because this, I'll turn it around so you can see it, but this is a pomegranate tree, and this kitty goes there. That's his secret hiding spot. He goes there and he contemplates and really thinks things through and really allows his spiritual energy here with your Hierophant card or priest card, really explores his spiritual side here with the magic pomegranate tree. And then, I mean, you've been hanging out with the amethyst kitty, so, coming out of a time of hermit now, you are. Coming out of a hermit phase. So you definitely have been doing a lot of introspection. Oh my gosh, another major arcana. This is how others see you now. The Star card in reverse. So you've been going through the ringer, huh? This is the card when it is in the upright. This is what it looks like. That kitty cat looks up in the sky and thinks that he's a lion. Divine timing, big messages there. This one's in the reverse. It tells me, okay, the worst maybe not is over yet, perhaps. Maybe some of it has, but it's not over yet. Or maybe it is almost over for many of you. Some it could be starting, others it could be ending, but heed the lesson here. When it's in the reverse, it really is telling you that perhaps you've been held back up till now by some defensive forces, and it's been crouching on your heart space where you've been making some decisions that maybe you're not so proud of. And that's something that you needed to go into hermit mode to kind of figure out. And these are both in the reverse here. And if you look at them even, the energy is pointing in the same direction. So ready to come out of hiding, ready to come out of a time of contemplation, ready to come out of a time where the worst is behind me now and I'm ready to move forward. Again, forward movement, this kitty here on the rug, forward movement, ready to make forward movement. Okay, so what are the hopes and fears? Okay, we have an Earth Kitten, which is the page of Pentacles. Earth is Pentacles. So we have the Earth Kitten, where he's sniffing a porcupine, and he's making a new friend. This is a, very practical energy that's coming in. That kitty carries a message with the way that he's communicating with the other animal that, I don't wish you any harm. I'm coming with a positive greeting to you. So perhaps your hope is that when you communicate with whomever, whether it be one or multiple people that maybe you've been having some trouble with up till now, you hope that you can come to them as like a truce energy, where you both are somewhat on an even playing field. Maybe one of you has a little more than the other, but at least it's a truce of some sort. But you fear you will not. This is the Five of Earth. So this is the Five of Pentacles here. Regressing from this energy down to this energy. This is feeling out in the cold. This cat, he has been sitting out there for a minute, looking at that window, cold paws, thinking, they're not paying attention to me. How am I going to get in there? In the traditional sense of this card, you'll see any number of figures walking outside in the cold. And that's feeling like you're out in the cold, like someone's turned their back on you. This is the feeling that you fear, but you hope that you won't let it maybe mess up your communication. Perhaps many of you have decided to drop some sort of beef that you have with someone else, and you want to come to a balance. You have had a lot of co-balance duality coming in your readings here lately, Aries. So it could be that as well. I can definitely see that for many of you. So you hope that you can communicate positively, but fear that perhaps you may come off a little cold, a little brash, maybe like, you know, with your back turned or something. And your outcome card is the Fire Tom. Tom are knights. They're very ambitious. If you can see him well, he is a very slick kitty. And he's moving through all of these fires, all of these candles here that are lit. Okay. And he's very strategic. Again, fire energy. You've got quite a bit of wands here. You've got 1, 2, 3. So, you know, you guys are wands, cardinal fire. So, you know, you're getting your flame back. For many of you that may have felt a little dull, or perhaps maybe you've been in a funk. You've been feeling like this kitty out in the cold, many of you, but you're starting to strategically work your way out of that. You're probably going to be a little more communicative, you know, more steady communication. This is a steady communication of positive energy, earth energy, slow moving energy. So perhaps you'll reach out to someone that you've been avoiding, and it'll be somewhat strategic, but yet very swift, because this is the knight now. He's, in the traditional sense, you'll see him on a horse, and he's carrying his wand, and he's, you know, wearing a beautiful cape, and he is very regal, carrying a very, you know, swift message full of energy. And that's pretty much the outcome here, is that if you wish to communicate with anyone that's on your level, because you've been in this spiritual space here, okay, if you've been in this spiritual space here, like seriously, and you're ready to communicate with people whom are also in that space, then know that you can continue to build upon that. You don't need someone else to bring you your happiness. You can generate your own happiness, and understand that your happiness is a mirror out into the world. So other people will be attracted to your happiness, and then the two of you will add happiness to happiness, which is a win-win situation. But if that person isn't around, you still have your happiness. They only accentuate what's already there. That's the lesson here, my dear Aries. Okay, I love you guys. And this is a real positive reading. It really is, you know, I have to say. So let's recap, shall we? That's a good outcome card. I don't really feel like we need any clarifiers, but let's go through it. Okay, so for many of you with the priest here, you're on their spiritual journey. You have a little bit of inhibitions here with the 8 of Fire. Many of you have been handling this in many different ways. Still communicative, but maybe on your own level, but still communication. And you're surrounded by that need to communicate. Whereas perhaps in the past, you wanted to communicate negative energy. Now you're ready to communicate positive energy. Okay, you've definitely gone inward with this card. And this card was in your crowning energy, I want to say last week, or maybe even the week before. 7 of C, 7 of Cups. This is the card of illusion, or coming out of illusions that are now becoming dreams, like a dream state. This cat, he's looking in the bubbles, and he's seeing all of his dreams in the bubbles, and his paw is out like he wants to touch it. And, you know, having that in your foundation and moving into a place of the Amethyst Cave with the High Priestess, I mean, you're definitely working on yourself spiritually, traditionally, in the traditional sense. So that is fantastic. And you're coming out of that now. And your crowning energy is the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Earth here, which says, okay, I'm ready to, you know, take stock of what no longer serves me and basically cut it out. Okay, cut it out. If it doesn't serve me anymore, I'm not going to be possessive. I'm not going to be clingy. I'm not going to be codependent, okay, on anybody for my happiness. I can generate my own happiness. And if someone else accentuates it, then she can be my sea queen. But, you know, competitive forces are just not going to work for me. I'm not going to fight anymore. If anything, I'm going to fight for my own happiness and be my own sea queen and draw that own sea queen energy. But for those of you who may have an empathetic partner, perhaps now you're starting to see that there were things, maybe beyond both of your controls, that were causing mixed communication here with emotional energy. Maybe that's why she's in the reverse. It could be the other way around too, of course, but taking stock of your inventory of things, you also need to take stock of your inventory of whomever may be bringing fire energy in that may not always be positive. And maybe someone who's empathetic, they don't need to be codependent anymore. They too need to love themselves and not be so dependent upon you for their happiness. Okay, and now presenting yourself, you're coming out of a time of being in hermit mode. That's great, Aries. That's awesome. And then the star, oh man, I still didn't reach my 20-minute goal. I still went over. Oh well. All right, and you got the star card here, which is how others are seeing you. They're seeing you coming out of a rough time, but really, you know, coming out of that negative space now, or positive space even, and really feeling vibrant and following your hopes, dreams, goals, and aspirations. Getting into alignment. This can also mean getting into alignment. You want to get into alignment with your higher self. That kitty is looking, I'll hold it up so you can see it again, is looking into the sky, and they don't see themselves as a cat. They see themselves as a lion. They don't see themselves as a kitty cat. They're dreaming big dreams. And then in your hopes and fears, you hope that you can positively communicate maybe what you've come to terms with, but you fear that perhaps you won't because it will bring back that cold energy that you're trying to get away from. And then the Fire Tom here in the outcome. Fire Tom is bringing a swift message. Again, fire energy, very ambitious. You're ready. You're ready to you know, continue onward in your pursuits of your spiritual attainment. This is the beginning and the end here. So you're going to do it. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Maybe in the past you didn't believe that with this devil energy here, but now you know that the worst is behind you and you're ready to come out of that sort of space. Okay, so let's take a look at your oracle cards here, and let's see which guardian of the light wishes to communicate some energy to you on this reading today. I'll read to you as well a passage from the book. I really love this deck. It's really nice. There's a few other oracle decks I have my eye on, but I really, really like this one so far. It's really nice. One more shuffle. Okay, Aries, collective sign, December 15 through December 31, 2017. Whichever energies would like to speak to our beloved Aries, please. I'll go ahead and start shuffling and read the passage from the book so that you can communicate your message. All right, let's get started. Okay, there we go. We have Diana, focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. Well, that definitely goes back to this illusion card. So don't dream about illusions. Dream about dreams, hopes, goals, aspirations. All right, keep it positive. And I'll read you Diana's message here shortly. At the bottom of the deck, we have Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Okay, so these are your two oracles here. We have Diana and Moria. So let's go to the book and I'll read you the passages. And on the bottom of the deck as well, moving toward the future, I'm sorry I forgot to mention this, you have the 10 of C, which is the 10 of Cups or 10 of Hearts. This is the card of abundance and love. So again, toward yourself, abundance and love. Okay? And positively attract other people who are on that same spiritual journey as you. That's the overall energy. Okay? All right, so let me go to the book here. Keepers of the Light. Fantastic. I highly recommend this for anyone who likes oracle cards. All right, let's go to Diana. Page 30, and El Moria is page 34. Okay, so 30 and 34. Remember that. Take these glasses off so I can read better. Okay. Diana. Focused intention. Diana is the Roman moon goddess of the hunt. She is also known as Artemis in Greek mythology, where she has similar attributes. She is often depicted with wild animals around her, and as she is associated with the moon, she connects deeply with the wild beasts that come out at night. She is often seen holding a bow and a quiver of arrows, which signifies her ability to help us focus on a vision. She also helps us tune into our intuitive side. There's that high priestess energy again, so that we can listen to the wisdom that will guide us towards our goals. In particular, she encourages women to move into their true power, hear that, Aries ladies, and promote equality for all souls. Her extended message to you today is move forwards with unwavering faith, knowing that the universe is supporting you along the way. Diana is helping you awaken your divine ability to manifest what you deserve. Any fear is only a reminder that whatever you are working on, though it is an important issue for your growth, may hold you back. Your focus is strong now and will particularly be powerful at the full moon. You may be aware of night owl tendencies. This is because your angels and guides are sending you important messages that you may be missing during the day due to a busy schedule. Set some time aside to do a deep meditation to receive her guidance. So definitely during the full moon we just had, many intuitive lessons have come forth, I'm sure, for many of you, especially with this High Priestess energy here and the Seven of Sea energy, as well as the Sea Queen, okay, and the Priest. So look at that. Diana's helping you out. That's awesome. She's with you during the full moon cycle. Okay, so fantastic. All right, let's go to page 34 now, and that's El Moria. He is at the bottom of your deck here. So this is an overall theme for you, okay? All right, let's read his message. All right, El Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region in the Indian subcontinent, in the 19th century. It is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. This wise soul is now able to help us remove any energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. That's that crowning energy for you guys again. He is a wonderful guide to call on if we are unsure if something is real or not. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and to the universe itself. His extended message to you today is spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are clearing your energy before putting on protection. El Moria is here with a legion of angels to help you understand where you are now, fire up your divine connection, and detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Oh, wow. How about that? Talk about synchronicity here. Remember that within you, there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. That's right, guys. Don't dwell so much on illusion, and definitely cut out the things that no longer serve you, okay? But by you know, making your dreams a reality and not focusing on illusions, stay on your spiritual path. Okay? And if whomever you meet along the way is not on the same vibration as you, clearly you know the decision that has to be made. Keep them at an arm distance length away, whatever, okay? Or just don't have any communication with them at all. But communicate. You don't have to hide, okay? You're coming out of hiding. Let's not forget, okay? You're coming out of hermit mode. All right, the star has come. Divine intervention, divine cycles. That you're coming out of a time of that. And you're ready to communicate your truths as the Fire Tom has indicated. So that's a great reading. Let me go ahead and put these back down here. So fantastic reading. And your overall energy, again, for your deck is the 10 of Cups, which is the feeling of abundance and joy in your life. Okay, so a lot of spiritual journey you guys have been on. Amazing work. I'm so proud of you guys. You guys have been going through the ringer since, geez, I don't know, the middle of the summer maybe. Something like that is probably when it started, really. It's been going on for a couple of years, but it's really been going down for these last couple of months, probably 4 or 5 months even, maybe even longer than that for many of you. So thank you for connecting, my dear Aries. I love you guys, okay? And please keep in mind that this is a general reading, okay? And if its messages didn't resonate and you have a specific question you need answered, by all means, please book a private reading with me. All that information is in the description box below. I look forward to connecting with your energy again for the next mid-monthly spread. I wish you guys love and light and so much beauty and intuition on your spiritual journey here, okay? And lastly, don't forget to go to the comments box and let us know what's going on with you guys during this mid-monthly here. And if you go back and you watch it later, share with us your experiences so that as a collective, you can learn from each other, okay? And please subscribe, like, share, and donate if you can. That information is in the description box below as well. And for anyone who donates, thank you so very much. I appreciate everything that all of you do. And for those of you who book private readings with me, thank you again for your support. And I wish to hear from you guys again. If at ever time you feel like you need a private reading, definitely reach out to me. Some of the prices that are typical, I can make up other spreads. I've got books and books of spreads in here, and some that I made up myself even, that I could perhaps interest you in. Once I know what your questions are, and I mean, when I say one question, it's like we're going to focus on one overall big question. And but many of your questions will usually be answered by one very big question. So I will help you with that process as well. Okay, so good progress, guys. I'm so very happy for you. Thank you again for everything, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.